It's been a
Hi, I'm
while.
home.
Candy's home.
I've been
Uh,
home for
yeah, we've been doing some Facebook lives here and there. So if you're looking for more content from us, you can probably catch more of us over on Facebook if you subscribe to our page.
yeah,
Um,
at the moment.
yeah, two women left unsupervised. It's a little easier to get the videos in there and just go spur the moment since Candy's schedule is fluctuatable.
Yeah, unfortunately I still have a lot of doctor appointments and stuff to
We got it. It's cool.
so that I can fix that short circuit thing that happens every so often when I don't pronounce a letter properly. I like get stuck like bad. Like if I get stuck on a T sound or a B sound, I'll like picture the letter in my head and I like get stuck. It's like a big Sesame Street foam letter that's like all but it's menacing, like with fangs.
I was just thinking, but it's like a monster.
Yeah, with fangs and like claws. My mind is a
I'm,
strange
I'm
place.
sorry to laugh. It's like that instantly popped in my head when you said it. I was like, the letter B for
Why on earth would you be sorry to laugh? It's just funny.
it is. And I mean, like, I'm literally thinking of a foam letter B from Sesame Street, but with like eyes and
Mhm.
teeth and arms
The
and
letter T is the scariest one because he has arms.
well, I mean, like bees, bees can have arms too. It's like little stick figure arms with little gloves on them or something.
S looks like a snake, but like an anaconda snake. They want to murder me. See, now I'm all
Stop getting yourself flustered with your Sesame
well.
Street murder letters.
When I when I get flustered or if I think about it too much, and that's the problem. I think about it too much once I get stuck.
Yes, you go in a loop. I know the loop.
Like a CD skipping in the 90s when you hit a bump in the car.
Like to get off topic a little bit, I saw a post this morning on Facebook because my vacation has been nothing but working and Facebook. So this morning on Facebook, somebody posted in the that things found in walls group that I'm in. Um, they had found like a container of discs along the side of the road like years ago, and there's this whole wild story about how they found these discs, and they were talking to like somebody at like they had to go to the junkyard for whatever, and the guy was telling him how he needed discs because he needed to do the inventory, and he was really upset because his nephew had like cataloged everything that he had and then lost the container full of discs
And
along the side of the road somewhere because he left
it was the guy's
it was the
discs.
guy's discs. So I was
That's
like,
amazing.
yeah, so I was like, oh look, it's all like together again. And so they post the picture of the discs of the diskettes. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, like blast from the past. And this couldn't have been more than 18
They
poster,
didn't say it was a save icon, did they?
a 3D printed save icon. And I was like, I really hope they're kidding. They're probably not kidding.
Speaking of 3D printed, we found a pattern for an open Merkava
Ooh, sweet. Yes, do that.
that's friggin' awesome. And I was like, print that.
Yes,
That's Susie's thing. How many do you want?
like 100.
So as many as your school will give you.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
have
want
a
any?
lot of air plants, so yeah.
Do you want any Mobius? There's like a Mobius strip.
No, let's just go with the Merkabas,
Okay. Okay.
the Metatron cubey things. Yeah, I have. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15 air plants now.
I have 12 little succulents living in my kitchen window.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got the one that's having babies, well, pups. So
Pops, you and your pops.
I love my pups. Okay, so I'm going to show the people because they haven't seen it. We
Show
haven't
the people.
we haven't seen each other for a while. So
The pups are cute.
the pups, they call them pups,
Mhm.
and they're
Woof
all over
woof.
the place. Look at them. I'm kind
Yep.
of weirded out though because the top's dying off here, and I'm like, okay, do I like I should not water you again? So, but her name's Luna.
Nice.
It's a stricta moon glow, and she is lovely. But she's got like all these little pups, so I have to like do some research and figure out when I can take these guys off
Yeah.
because I don't want them.
And root them and plant them, or
They
root
don't
them and
root.
plant them. You don't plant them.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Like this is literally just to hold the plant onto whatever it's growing on.
I saw a really cool, well, Bill found it actually. It's like a potion bottle with skulls on it and a
Nice.
claw, and it'll be perfect to put one of those on. So he's printing me like 6 of them.
Mm. I also have a Zero Graphica, which is like honestly, I love this guy. I have been searching for one like ever since I came across it. So there's
Oh, that's amazing.
is that not the coolest thing? So it's
That
a little
is.
guy, but it's so cute.
It's like
And
a little ball of leaves, or like, remember the Fry Guys, the little fuzzy dudes from McDonald's? A green one
yeah,
with no legs.
and his name is Herman.
Of course, his name is Herman.
And, yeah, I tend to name things a lot. It's a problem. But yeah, I've
I
got
was
like,
talking.
huh?
Go ahead.
Oh no, but I tend to name things. I got a free Medusa caput, which looks like it's about ready to bloom. So that's exciting.
Mm.
So yeah, I've got like a lot of plants, and the pop-up markets are going to be starting again in April.
Mhm.
So probably like towards the end of April. So I'm sure I'll be picking up more air plants at
I
that
have
time.
I have a ton of stuff I can send you for that if you want to do a little consignment deal for me.
Yeah, I have to see like what I've got left over because I still have like a box o books and I have display things and stuff. So yeah, I should still have like another half a table. But
I want to come out and do it with you, but pandemic did not permit, and then I decided that my brain needed to have blood clots.
yeah.
You never know with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Just-
as soon as I can, as soon as I'm able, I'll be out to do that with you.
Well, it'll be the end of April when the first one hits. Um, so it'll be going, I think, once a month. And then there's also going to be the Snacktown Street Fair. They renamed Dutch Days, and that was quite the kerfluffle in town that they renamed Dutch Days into the Snacktown Street Fair. And I'm like, but we are a snack town, and it
And
is
it is a
fair.
street fair,
And everybody's like, tradition. And I'm like, okay, grab your lederhosen and give me some beer, and I will watch you dance to Oompa music.
right?
And I'm like, what? What? No
How Danish
volunteers?
are you?
I was like, no volunteers? Why not?
Wait, you don't even know that Dutch Days means that you're Danish? Where are Danish people from, genius?
Well, no, it's German because it's PA Dutch.
Yeah,
But it's so for the uninitiated, when I first moved here, I was very confused by this because I was like, I thought this area was German. And they're like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, but you're saying it's Dutch. And I'm not seeing anybody that's actually Dutch. And they're like, no, it's PA Dutch. And I'm like, so how does
Pennsylvania Dutch
PA?
rather
And
than
I was like, okay,
Holland
so
Dutch.
I did the research to find out the origins of this term PA Dutch, and it's formerly PA Deutsch,
Mm-hmm.
which, as we know, is German. But in true Pennsylvania fashion, it got watered down into Dutch, so it's PA Dutch.
Well, yeah, like probably slurred into Dutch.
Oh yeah, big time. So we have a lot of weird crossovers, like verb
Mhm.
conjugations and stuff like that, and you know, just some of the words are weird. Like I have, when I first moved out here, I had to ask for translations for some of this stuff. Because I was just like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
My first time in Pennsylvania, I was 12 and I was with my father. Because he was a truck driver, so we were on the truck and I was just like chilling with him. Bloop, 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 bloop. We get into Pennsylvania at this rest stop, right? And this guy's trying to sell me some earrings. I couldn't understand a word this man said because he spoke so fast, and then he had that. And then my father, because both of my parents were from Pennsylvania, my father starts talking to him, and I'm like I always spoke fast for Utah. I always like my sister does too. Like for Utah, we speak really quickly because that's how we grew up.
Right.
But here, I tend to speak what's considered rather slowly.
Yes.
It's bizarre. And my
You
favorite
think about
Pennsylvania, my favorite Pennsylvania word is yins.
That's Western PA.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's
PA
another
word.
thing people don't realize about Pennsylvania if you've never experienced the joy. Each section of Pennsylvania has its own dialect going on. So Yins is Western PA out by Pittsburgh and Erie.
And if you mention another dialect, the Pennsylvanian you're talking to will get all offended and be like, oh, that's Western PA.
But I'm not actually Pennsylvanian. I'm New York. So,
you're turning into one.
Nah. I just like studying dialects of Pennsylvania because I lived in the Northeast, I've lived in Central, I've lived in Eastern, I've been to Western, and now I'm South Central, which is its own world.
Poppin'.
It's so weird out here. It really is. When I first moved here, I was one of a handful of Italians.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because there was kind of a view of Italians that was not pretty.
Yeah. Well, and did they call you Italian? Because my dad always did that. And I'm like,
Italian.
Daddy, it's not Italy.
Yeah.
Italians.
I was Italian when they found out I was Italian from New York City. That was a lot of side eye. And when
you were a mobster, obviously.
Well, obviously, and then they figured like to make it better. They were like, well, the immigrants, and I'm like, my father and his entire family are immigrants. I'm first generation, and I'm third generation Italian Irish on my mom's side. So my family has not been here long, like at all.
Right.
They got married very young, so we have not been here long at all. My great grandmother was a teenager when she came over from Ireland. So yeah, I mean, like pretty much like all of them came over relatively young, but they also had kids relatively like young, and then the generations weren't that far apart. Because I can still remember both of my great grandparents when I was a kid growing up.
Okay.
You're
telling me or the people?
The people, anybody who'll listen.
Oh, okay.
It's been a weird week and a half.
Oh my God. You've had some times.
Oh my God.
Well, let me just sit you down and tell you about the trials and tribulations of Miss Susie. Because
pull up a stool.
Grab some breakfast. Grab some breakfast, children. I just finished mine. So this poor girl, she texts me and she's like, I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I was like, that's awesome. We can do so much. We can hang out because you can be on my schedule, sort of.
As soon as she wrote that, she decided to change her schedule so that it doesn't match anything.
That has not, no, because my schedule has not changed. However,
feisty bitch.
The very next day after she was telling me, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, because I was busy on her first day of vacation.
I'm literally sitting here like, okay, well, I'll just write. I'll keep myself occupied. So I wrote, and I did some stuff. I walked around.
Apparently she wrote herself a curse because that was Monday. And then on Tuesday.
Oh, my son got sent home Monday afternoon. I
found Monday afternoon
at 4:00.
I didn't find out about it till Tuesday because, yeah. So her son gets sent home. Mama, I got the Rona.
No.
Except for he didn't have the Rona,
Yeah.
but he was exposed. So the whole family had to quarantine. Susie's house, while generous, is not that large. It's really not in the scheme of things to have three people that can't go anywhere but that house and their yard. And so she's been locked up with two boys who are rambunctious. And when I say two boys, I'm including Mr. Ty and his ass. And they wrestle and they get crazy and they're silly. And Susie has been on the ledge instead of on her vacation. She's been very busy. And today is her first day without the boys there?
Yes.
Because they had tests and they're clear and
Yep.
everybody's good. So the CDC sent them back to school and back to work. And Susie said,
And now I'm burning incense because the house reeks of boy ass. So you want
hey,
to talk
wait a
about
minute.
dog farts?
Not 20 minutes ago, she was making fun of me because it took forever to get started because my dogs kept farting and I had to burn incense.
Yeah, well, I burned the
I
incense
told
earlier
her,
because I came downstairs. I was like, "What the hell is that smell?"
yeah, I
And then I was
told
like,
her the house
"Oh
smells like
yeah."
dog ass. The house
So
smells like dog ass. We got
later today, I'm
it.
going to be opening windows and spraying Lysol all over the house because
Yeah,
I am a germaphobe.
indeed she is.
Yeah. So this hit me even harder because all of a sudden my kid gets sent home and we have been following the protocols and everything else for the last year and
Yep, somebody else's mistake.
yep.
That's all it takes. And in other news, because I just realized today's Tuesday, so yesterday was the first day they could go back, or was it today?
Today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I had a doctor appointment yesterday, a brief one, and my doctor and my rheumatologist talked and they decided that I can get vaccinated, which I know it's a strange thing to be excited about, but this is not the before times. This is the now times. And I am so excited to get vaccinated. I have to have a letter because I have to show them because I'm so young to be this sick. I have to show them a letter saying that I have underlying conditions and I'm on immunosuppressants, and then they can give me my jabbies. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited about that.
They didn't even care about that when I went to get mine. So I'm half vaccinated right now. I get my
Well, I
second
think
on April
Pennsylvania.
9th. So yeah, they didn't even care. Like I just walked in, I showed them my ID, I showed them my insurance card as proof of ID, and then the National Guard escorted me through the whole process.
Somebody cared. No, so every state has different rules because of population density and how many vaccines they got, and so it can differ from area to area. So don't take my saying I have to have a letter to mean you have to have one. Don't say Susie doing it easily
No.
means it's going to be easy for you. Call your vaccination centers, which you can call a CVS or a Walgreens if you're in New York, and they can hook you up with like some locations because you can get vaccinated at those drugstores now.
Yes, and a lot
Call
of
your
what
doctor.
my friends have been doing, like there's groups on Facebook even where they're like, "Yo, this place is doing it," and people go out and like try to get in, because people are making these appointments for the vaccinations and then not showing up
They're not showing up. Exactly.
for whatever
So
reason.
sometimes you can just walk in.
Yep. So my friends have been like getting really good results going on at the crack of dawn and then just hitting refresh. And about 6:30, the appointments seem to open up because people
Awesome.
apparently don't want to wake up early and get vaccinated.
Right.
Makes sense. But in my case, I work at a college, a community college. So my my job is both faculty and student facing.
Mm-hmm.
And my office is located in the library. Right now, I'm work from home, but eventually, I'm going to have to go back. And
No.
I know. Um, Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I never thought I'd say that because I've worked from home for so long, but
Oh, I got made fun of yesterday because I'm my own boss and work from home. Simon was like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm not the one who can be late for work, put one foot out of bed and be at work." I was like,
That used to bug Ty so bad when I worked from home because, I just get up whenever, and I was like, okay, whatever, as long as Sketch is like, here for the bus, and we can get him out the door, and then I just start work whenever you guys leave. And he was just like, because he had to go all the way down into Maryland and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so when I got the job down in Maryland,
he
then
was
he's all like,
excited because he
"Oh,
was
how's
like,
it
"You
feel?" And
can."
I'm like, "I don't care." I was like, "I get to listen to audiobooks on the drive. It's a nice leisurely drive. I take all the back roads. I leave myself enough time to get there on time, and actually,
Don't deal with traffic.
yeah. And I mean, there's traffic. Like, there's always traffic, but with the now times, there's hardly any traffic. So I had to readjust my ETAs because I used to give myself an hour to get down there, and
No,
now
it
it
only
takes
takes
me
like a
like,
half hour.
yeah, it's insane because it's only 20 miles
Yeah.
and it was taking me like an hour to get there.
Mhm.
It's like, this is ridiculous.
That's like Long Island traffic.
Oh my God. Long Island's got totally better.
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially by JFK.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Airports. So, yeah, that all has been happening. Um, but the tests have been had, results were negative. My next vaccine's April 9th. I'm looking forward to it. Not looking forward to any, you know, side effects or whatever, but I'll report back because, I'm staying away from everything that lists side effects and how people are feeling and all that fun stuff because I don't want to get like all psychosomatic.
Yeah, you do kind of do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of a hypochondriac.
Goes with being a germaphobe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's, allergy season. I have the sniffles. Clearly, I have the Rona. I'm like, no, no, you don't have the Rona because you'd be in bed
Girl, I
dying.
can't imagine what you would do if you were stuck inside my body.
I'd just be like,
Like
no, I can't move.
ever. and
Ever.
then and then you're on immunosuppressants.
I
Wash your
wouldn't I
hands,
wouldn't
everyone.
leave the house. I would
You
not.
looked at me, wash your hands. Because
Exactly.
I
I'd
have my
be in a
family turned
bubble.
into crazy hand washers. And yeah.
Yeah, I'd be in a bubble. I'd just be spraying people with Lysol constantly.
It's not that bad. You get used to it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
Sad
my
thing, but
immune
you do.
system is not the greatest to begin with. Like, because when I was a baby, my parents like basically had me in a bubble, and they wouldn't let people touch me unless they washed their hands, and they wouldn't let the animals near
So
me.
you didn't get all the
I didn't get the dirt.
germs you needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get the germs. I didn't get the dirt, and yeah. So, and then we moved out of the city and up to the country away from everybody. So I
Got dirt, but a different kind. Yeah.
yeah, it was like dirt and, isolation dirt. So yeah. So as I get older, my immune system is just like, nah, we're not gonna do this. But
So yeah. That
yeah,
was a nice ramble.
it was.
I'm back. We're back. We're gonna start doing more stuff for YouTube as much as pandemic permits and my doctor appointments permit. And hi, we missed you.
We did.
Let
Too.
us know in the comments below, or I'm sorry, dog. Let us know in the comments below or on our Facebook page, which again is Two Women Left Unsupervised. On Facebook, we have both a private group and an open page. The private group is also going to be getting its own content. So if you want content that's not on the regular page, join the private group. It is free. It's not OnlyFans. Cost you nothing.
I have considered opening an OnlyFans page.
Yeah. How
I
much?
have, I know. I was like, it's like I could like
So
show
how
my
much does
feet.
it cost to see Susie naked?
Naked, nothing. Feet. You get my feet.
How much? Oh, well, I'm not
Yeah,
into feet. You
it's
have
gonna
cute
be
feet
like
though.
burlesque, huh?
You have cute feet though.
I like to think so. Other people like to think so too. So I was like, you know what? I'll just charge people to see my feet.
You do. You have cute little jelly bean toes and perfect little nails, and they're little feet, and they're just cute.
Yeah, they're like my hands. They're like little doll feet.
They're not monstrosities that you could ski on like mine.
Well, what's funny is my sister's feet look like little kid feet, and her hands look like little kid hands. But she's
Oh,
taller than me, and she looks older than me. She's always been the mother child. I've always been the
a
immature,
child.
the child, the immature one. Yeah, I still get carded. It's annoying.
I'm not shocked. I still get carded as well. Aren't we the lucky one?
I laugh because I watch them trying to do the math, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm always like, hey, thank you. That's so sweet. I love you. Okay, bye.
Hey, love you. Bye bye.
Yeah.
It's like, remember
Can
that cartoon? No, you don't, because you weren't
I-
born yet. It's true though. They wouldn't
I
remember
know.
because they weren't born
They
yet.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. But they say it.
It's true. They do. That has transcended the ages
Yeah, it
into
has.
this age. It's so
Weird.
it is weird. It's beyond weird.
Yeah. And on that note, okay, love you. Bye bye.